What's up, guys? Quarter Order here. I'm out with my new buddy Chad. Funny story, Chad actually contacted me about this spot, and then I found it on my own like a month later, but now we're together. There's an old two-story house here. There's an outhouse in the back, which I'm going to show you. It's super thick and dense, but we're going to try around with the smaller coils and see what we can find. He's found some insulators and stuff already. This goes back to the 1860s or so?
Around there.
So I'm excited to see what we find, so we'll be back on the first dig. Later. Well, my first dig of the day. It sounded like iron, and it was iron. Interesting shape to it. I do not have a guess at the moment. We are fighting our way back. If you can see how thick it is. The outhouse is somewhere over there, and I'm working my way back to try to find a path, but it's just so overgrown. You know, the swinging areas are tight. But a pretty cool piece there, maybe off of a broom or something, a mop, I don't know. But keep on looking. All right, guys, I got a good one. Right here is the house, if you can see it through those trees. I'm doing the front yard, working my way back to the outhouse. I had a good signal here. I got that small snake coil on. This is about maybe 6 inches down. I popped it from the bottom, it lifted up here, and it's a dime. It's a silver dime. I'm gonna give it a rub. It's a mercury dime. It's a mercury dime. 1949. That's a pretty good start. So far I've just got a couple pieces of iron. I got a couple nails, but that's a good one. Chad is over there. If you can see him fighting through the woods. He just found some iron post. A concrete post with like this cool looking finial at the top. I'm gonna go walk back if I can get over there. But first good find for me, 1940 something Merc. I will take it. Let's keep going. Sure. Chad's first find, he got a surface find. We came across a few bottles. I got this old apple juice one, and he got this one, which is kind of cool. I do like the top on it. You can tell by the seam how high the seam goes up, and I believe if the seam stops before the neck, it's an earlier model. I am not a bottle guy, so I don't know. Somebody out there will probably know, but that's pretty cool. You gonna take it home?
Sure. Clean it out.
Yeah.
See what it looks like.
My wife doesn't let me bring home bottles anymore, so it's got to be a really good one for me to bring home a bottle.
This will be my first to bring home.
Oh, there you go. So if you won't give any baloney about it. Cool surface find there. 2 old water taps. They're both in the surface. We're still out front of the old house. It's right there. Whatever was left of the old house. Some of the, when they redid it, you could see some of the timbers are actually telephone poles. If I get in closer, I'll show you again. But I'm actually trying to work my way back to the old outhouse. You can almost see the shed. The roof. So we're heading back that way. But I found these on the ground. I'm going to leave them on the ground. I just dug this one. It was almost live, but I'm going to delete it. It's a big old bullet. Came in really high, 80, 81. I thought it was going to be a coin or something, copper. I'll take that. Might be unfired. It's really heavy in the front. The lead slug's still in there, so we'll find. I will take it. All right, Chad got a good one. He's got a full, complete harmonica reed. Only the one?
So far.
That's nice. How deep was that?
Only like 3.
Yeah, it's all copper. You can see all the reeds are broken off. Sometimes some of them are still attached. This is actually the reed plate, and there's a reed that covers up each individual hole, and the reed would stick up a fraction of a millimeter and would vibrate, and that's what would make the noise. That's why you find so many of these, because when they broke one of the reeds off, a lot of them were soldered on. It was easier just to replace the whole reed plate and throw it out like you would a guitar string. Right. But that's an awesome find. Find a whole one complete, copper. Almost impossible to date them, but awesome find. Good job. A cool little thing there. This side just has that screw in there. But look at that. It says Unity. what the heck that is. Ah, I'll try to get it down in the shade so you can appreciate it. Super duper shiny. They're coming out of the ground. It's on there, pretty light, aluminum. Sounded really good, but not sure what that is. Now I'm still, there's the outhouse. I'm still working it. I got a good signal right here. It's coming up 53, 54. It's right there. See if I can get my knife and fish it out live. Could be a nickel. It could be a lot of things. It would look prettier if I had two hands, but it's shallow. We're gonna see. See if I can grab it. Oh, be quiet. Oh, it's a nickel. I see it. Oh, it's not a nickel. It's a shotgun slug. Oh, bummer. Oh well. Alright, Chad's fine here. It was just iron, so don't think it's anything precious, but look at the size of that keyhole. It's as big as my thumb. I'm thinking maybe off of a stove. It's all iron. Imagine finding the skeleton key that would open that sucker. Pretty cool find. He asked me if I wanted it. I do not. I have a feeling it's going to go against a tree unless he wants to carry it out of here.
No, it's heavy.
Interesting find though. Well, it's got a whole one. I had a half of one earlier, and there's a complete one. I'm in the back of the house still. I'm trying to get up to the front of that old barn. I mean, on the front of the old house. Just gonna recheck the. There's something else down there. It might not be any good, but. Well, I'll look for it later. But yeah, working our way to the front of the house. Horseshoe number 2, well, 1.5. So I'll take that. Well, I'm up near the front of the house. There it is. We really fought our way back here. You can see how thick it is. When I came back, I had a good signal here. It's coming up in the high 60s, low 70s. I got a coin. And up, I see it. It's, oh, that's pretty cool. It's a Canadian coin. I got a 1928 Canadian penny. I don't know what Canadian coins look like, so I will clean it off at the end. I think it's a penny. Yeah, it's a penny. It's at 1 cent. So I'll clean it up later and show it. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Canadian currency, but 1920 something. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. It's just that it's so thick. It's like I'm in a jungle. He's trying to fight back. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. So, all right, we'll be back. There's another old structure. This looks like it's a barn. I think like the back of the barn. It's really thick. I love old structures in the woods. Yeah, there's the front door on the other side. I'm gonna go check around the front and see. They had the walk here. What the heck? Let's go explore. Oh, there's an old, it looks like it's an electrical box cover. You can see it's got 110, 120 volt. Minneapolis something or other. I was gonna say, well, you know people were here, but obviously people were here because there's a big old barn. So interesting. I'll throw it in the bag, bring it out of here. Well, I'm still exploring around this old barn. Just kind of see what's here. I found these 2 buckets, and inside are all these nails. I was hoping they'd be square nails at least, but they're not. I did find a piece of porcelain here, which I think is to a fence. I'm not sure. And then this piece, which I think is to an old window. Spin it. This bar would open and close your window. Interesting, you know, just little farm pieces. Well, I'm gonna look around. There's a giant pipe in the ground. It's really too thick to swing, but I'm gonna look around. And I'll look in the walls too. Who knows? Maybe I'll find something hidden in the barn walls. Well, I'm inside the barn, which I know someone's going to yell at me and say, "What are you doing? It could fall on you and crush you," but I can't help myself. I did find on the floor, there's an old saw. An old hand saw. It's all rusted. Well, I say old, I don't even know how old it is, but it looks kind of old. It's got a floral design on that side. Pretty cool. There's a lot of carpet in here. Who carpets a barn? I was trying to peek underneath of it and see. It's all, here's the, there's a metal floor. This is all tin roofing. This could have been like the roof that fell. There's the roof up there. You can see there's parts of it missing, and I don't know, it's a barn. There's a bird's nest. Or it could be a rat's nest. I'm not going to touch it. Lots of critters. Could be some stuff up top. Huh. It's interesting. Well, we're getting ready to leave. I'm going to show some of Chad's finds. He did get 4 harmonica reeds by that old house back in the woods, so that's pretty cool. He found this, which I think is a telephone pole tag. And what's kind of interesting is the second level of the house, they use telephone poles as the floor, you know, as the beams. So it looks like an old telephone pole tag to me, just from the curvature, but I could be wrong. This piece, which could be a cool button or it could be a furniture pole, we're not sure. A lot of things that just don't jump out at you. There's the debuckle he did get. That was a nice one. This thing that's in my hand, we don't know what it is. And a few miscellaneous bops and
lead
bits.
thing.
Yeah. We did find some cool lead. So all in all, not bad. We had a late start today. But, oh, and the bottle. He's got the bottle too in his pocket. That was a cool find. So nice one. I want to say that that's some sort of a floor cleaner or something, just because of the white residue inside.
So don't drink from it when it
I wouldn't drink from it. I wouldn't recommend that. But all right, good job, man. I'll show you my stuff at the end. All right, guys, later. Here's my wrap up, guys. This hunt wound up being more of just a exploring old shack sort of a thing for me. But these are some of the interesting pieces, at least I brought home. I brought home this, which is part of a tractor. You know, they ripped through the earth with that. I found several of those. I got one complete horseshoe. I got one half a horseshoe. I got this. The more I looked at it, I think it was like maybe a caster. Like you'd put, like a caster would go through here. This would screw into like furniture or something like that. You'd wheel your thing around. Could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm going with. I got a golf ball. This is weird. I got this thing. I really like it. I don't know why. It looks like some sort of a hook and latch. Like this would snap and lock it shut. This big nail. It's in the side of one of the barns. So I thought that was really cool. I got the one insulator. I think it's to a fence. It says Wisp number 3 on it. It's porcelain. I got 2 little bottles. These are tiny little guys. Whoa. I don't know if these are ink wells. If they were ink wells, I would think they'd be really stained inside. So I don't know. I got the electrical box cover. I got this little thing. Don't know what it is. There's rocks or something inside. I don't know how they would have got in there. So interesting doodad. This piece that says Unity on it. Super shiny aluminum with a flathead screw in it. I want to say it might be off of a bicycle. I don't know. Maybe like off of the gooseneck. I don't know. A bunch of bullets. I had even more. This one is my favorite one. I don't know what kind of bullet this is. If it's even a bullet. It's really heavy. It's lead up top. I don't know. Pretty interesting bullet there, whatever that is. Big giant chunk of lead, maybe my biggest one ever. I like to try to find cool images in it. I'm going to say it's a sheep with a prolapse in the back. I don't know what prolapse is, look it up, it's disgusting. This looks like a fishing weight, a little snap for a dog leash. I got this busted up pair of spectacles. I got one spoon that has a name on it, Horn and Hard Art Company. It's just stainless, I believe. Yeah, just stainless, made in Japan. And then I got 4 coins on the day. I got 2 wheat pennies. I think they were 40s and 50s. I got the 1 Canadian penny, 1928 Canadian. That's pretty cool. And I got the Mercury dime, 1945. And in the video, I thought it was 49 because I can never see right when I'm looking through the camera. And those are my finds. It was tough to swing back there. Chad and I pulled 3 ticks off me. I think Chad had 2. It was cool exploring around. I found a lot more stuff. I found those old taps and that cool handsaw, but a lot of it I just left there. If I find it on the ground, I'll leave it on the ground. If I dig it up, then I feel compelled to take it. That's sort of the way I roll. But we'll go back there again in the winter when it's not so thick and the bugs aren't as dense. Chad and I did do a farm right outside the woods line, and we found some really cool stuff there. I'm going to do that in another video. Hopefully the nibbler will be back soon. He's been really busy with work and some other projects. I think he'll be back with me this Saturday, which would be nice. I haven't been with the nibbler in a while. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.